everyone. What is that? Oh, it was a fly. I was finna get up out of here. I don't be playing with these creatures. It be too many creatures. Okay, so we on the agenda for today. Wait a minute. So soon as the camera start rolling, the foolishness starts. So I got the rest of my blackberries in the ground this morning. I think it's like 8 or so. I didn't really get up as early as I wanted to, but things happen. Well, I got up earlier than that, but I didn't get out here as early as I wanted. But anyway, but I got those in the ground. It's supposed to rain pretty hard this evening. When I came out, I surveyed the garden to see what was going on. And we got some really good progress. I've got some stuff that's germinated and I want to show you all. I do think I want to I got some fruit tree spikes. I didn't do my big pear tree over here that I'll be showing y'all. I forgot to spike that one, do the fertilizer spikes on that one. So I think I'm gonna try to get that done before I go in. That'll probably be the last thing I do. But I looked around, my goji berry is blooming like crazy. I just bought a new goji berry that has purple ones. Well, it's like a mixture, like some of them are purple speckled with white, some of them are white speckled with purple, but it's a purple goji berry because I always found it interesting. The flowers on the goji berry are purple, but the fruit on mine always turns red, and I guess that's because it's probably just a regular run-of-the-mill goji berry. This guy claimed that he bred this goji berry to have these color berries, so let's hope that he's not scamming folks. This spider is really sitting up here making a web right in front of me. It's not big, but homie, when I get through today, you might want to get out of here. Because I'm not going to let you live out your life cycle up in here. Because it's funny how it be 2 or 3 of you spiders, but it still be stuff flying up in here. And I never see stuff in your webs. And then over time, y'all just be dangling in death. I ain't got time. Okay, back to y'all. The cutting that I stuck in that goji berry when I potted it up, it took. So if anybody wants goji berries, I'm going to say later in the season, let me know. Because apparently these goji berry cuttings, they're so easy to root. I mean, literally, just break it off, stick it in the dirt. Keep the dirt moist. That's it. And the goji berries that I have, they're so sweet. Like I said, I think most people have had dried goji berries, and I'm not exactly sure. Somebody kind of described them to me as being like tart kind of or whatever. But a fresh goji berry is absolutely delicious. It's sweet when it's all the way ripe. When it's not all the way ripe, it tastes like a pepper, because if you don't know, it's in the pepper family. It's in the nightshade family, and you can tell that when you eat it. Nightshade tomato, it's interesting. It's like when it's not ripe, it's a taste, a cross between a pepper and a tomato, but when it's fully ripe, it's really sweet, and the seeds even look like tiny little tomato seeds. Never tried to germinate the seeds, have no idea if they're easy to germinate. These things propagate so easy by cutting. I'm thinking that's just, when you got something that's so foolproof like that, it's just like figs. People be talking about fig seeds or whatever. I never tried it. I just propagate the cuttings and move around. So that's that on that. Same thing with mulberries. Mulberries propagate so well with cuttings. I don't ever worry or fool with seeds. So yeah, my goji berry is doing this thing. I have not checked those the seeds that hadn't germinated. Remember, y'all, I picked out the little ones that had germinated and I potted them up. I have some stuff coming up. So a lot of those melons, even though they germinated, some of them haven't come up. Now the lemon drop that germinated, I'm gonna go back. They didn't come up for some reason, but I'm not worried about it because I didn't sow all of the seeds. Not sure. I think when I go back with the lemon drop, since I had such good germination rate, I may just throw some and throw about 4 or 5 of them in the dirt and let those come on up, because like I said, I have a ton of those seeds. But the other melons, I'm chalking it up to old seeds. Those lemon drops were not old seeds. My homegirl ate the melons, sent them to me, and that was that. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if they didn't like being put in dirt after germinating, or I don't know what happened. So that's gonna be that. I'm just gonna sow some more seeds of that. The one Cardia melon, or Sharsha melon that germinated, the only ones that came up with any reasonably good success was the Ambrosia melons. A lot of those other melons, I sold all the seeds, y'all, because like I said, the seeds were so old, I was suspect on them anyway. I'm about to go over here and get these other ones and see if anything else germinated. If nothing germinated, I'm going to put them all in one container and give them one last shot to germinate in the dirt. If nothing happens, that's that. I'll only have, used one container, and I can recycle that container and use it again. So that did save me a lot of soil and a lot of time wasting. All of those onion seeds that I dropped, which was probably over 500 seeds, maybe 750, none of those have come up yet. My tomatoes have come up. The mini San Marzanos have started coming up. Go Grow, I've got to send you your mini San Marzanos. And Aisha, I'm gonna text you, because I'm gonna send your stuff out kind of in some groups, because I need to go ahead and send you that roselle. You're ready, I think, to go ahead and start planting your roselle, and I know you didn't have many seeds. I'm gonna send you some. Mine have started germinating, so the germination rate should be good on those roselle. So because like I try to tell y'all, I try not to send out stuff that I'm unsure about the germination rate, because I don't want y'all to get stuff and struggle. Because that piss, I hate it when I buy seeds, and that's why I clown Baker Creek so hard, because y'all are charging this price for seeds, and sometimes y'all germination rate, it's clear that they're not testing it. It's clear that they get these seeds from whoever gives them the seeds, sells them the seeds, and they don't test the germination rate, or they test it and don't give a damn and send it out anyway. That's poor business practices. So if anybody, y'all send this to Baker Creek and show them where I'm clowning the shit out of them. They rightfully so. Because who wants to spend $5, sometimes $6, $7, and you don't put but 4 seeds in there? And then the germination rate is 25%. If you got 4 seeds and only 1 comes up, who got time to be standing over that seed and trying to guard that seed like it's Fort Knox, trying to make sure that the plant makes it so you can at least get 1 little melon to harvest something? Nobody has time for that. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for any seed company. Y'all out here selling these seeds and germination rate is trash. You're trash. I'm just here to tell you. Let me find out, because I put the word out and I'm not buying nothing else from you. But and to I can't think of her name, but she sent me, I'm gonna get back to you. I read your email, and some of the stuff you put on there, I was unfamiliar with. The like some of the stuff I knew, because there's about 3 or 4 seeds that I want. Unfortunately, the stuff I want is the stuff that you had bad germination rate. But she was so sweet. She sent me a list with like the ones that she had tried and what was the germination rate. I mean, she was very, very meticulous about how she must be a very meticulous gardener, because baby, when I tell you I throw seeds and walk off, I don't know how many seeds I done planted. I don't know what I done planted, because y'all know I don't label. And my garden be a surprise every year in the garden. Anyway, but she was so meticulous and so on point. So hats off to you for that, because baby, my I don't want to call it ADHD, but just I be moving too fast sometimes. And when I'm moving like that, baby, some steps gonna get missed. So anyway, but I'm gonna read through your list. But I did let you know that I did get your email. I'm gonna go through your list, and some of that stuff I do want to try, and then some of it I had no clue. Like you know how sometimes you know the variety, like if it's a certain kind of bean, but this particular bean, I wanted to read a little bit more about. Because y'all, I had a second batch of beans. The first set of beans, they came up great. I got one more little package of beans. But I got some beans over there. I don't know if y'all have heard of these beans. They grow them in Arizona, and there's a famous dish that they make out of them, and they put meat down in it. It's almost like a pinto bean, but it's speckled different. It's the different. Let me show y'all. I bought the beans, cooked them. I bought them on Amazon, and I cooked the doggone beans. And then I believe this is them. This may not be them. Hell, I don't know. Get me the line. Now I think they in the house, y'all. I think they in the house. Let me get this other stuff while I'm back here. These seeds. I don't know, y'all. This ain't them though. These here. This is not them though. They almost look like a kidney bean with like white markings on them. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Cause I'm not finna beat my nose. I'm not finna be on camera all day. We winding down on pollen season. So hopefully some of this snotting and going on will cease. Because I need y'all to pray without ceasing. Y'all ever watch that woman? I don't know what her name is, but she be cooking. And she always, I need y'all to pray without ceasing. That tickles me when she say that because the visual. Pray with the, can you imagine somebody praying without ceasing, meaning they never stop? Just constantly praying, just night and day praying. That's too much. It's too much. You ain't getting nothing done. Just praying all day. Anyway, but yeah, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take anything in here that has not germinated. I'm gonna put some soil, and this does have some holes in it. I'm gonna put some soil, and y'all, I'm just finna go with it. I'm gonna put it in here. I don't care. I know rhyme or reason, because like I said, I don't think this stuff is gonna germinate. And then that way I can just let this bag go completely. Because I will tell you this, if you leave your stuff in these bags too long, they will go to molding on you and all that kind of foolishness. So see here, no more of those germinated. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Like I said, the seeds were so old. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show y'all and let y'all see. And if anything comes up, I'll update you on this. But I'm not hopeful that anything is gonna come up. And see, I don't know if these seeds were just old from jump, or just weren't viable to begin with, or what. I don't know. And how about I don't care? Because like I said, you either gonna come, get off of my finger, seed sticking to me. You either gonna come up or you're not. But I'm not finna go through these motions. So see, now I can't even hardly unfold this mess. I can't. And why am I paranoid? It feel like something is on me. Y'all know if something feel like something on you, like it's some mosquitoes or something biting. See, here we go. This buena mulata. Not one seed has germinated thus far. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Some Baker Creek seed. Them seeds better come up. Something better come up. That was over 10 seeds. Now here go the other seeds. The Pippin Golden Honey. And let me say this. It has been warm enough for this stuff to germinate. And they are hydrated. Okay. Play these games if you want to. This is the stuff I be talking about. Y'all tell the people, oh, how you got these melons that this African American veteran unsaved from the brink of inexistence. You know what I'm saying? They do that on purpose. Write those things like that so that you can't help but to part with your money. But that's full of ass. I can't even. I will say that this paper held up better than I think paper towel would have. It's tearing at this point, but I think it would have, you know, torn up by now anyway. Just being honest, because I've unfolded this several times. These Korea melons, none of them germinated. I don't think any of them are going to germinate. I'm gonna be honest, that melon seed pack that I bought with the 6 different melons, they may have scammed me and just gave me a bunch of mess that they probably knew wasn't going to germinate. Okay, I ain't tripping. It was a gnat on me that time. I'm telling you, you be up in here. I'm getting choked up. And you think stuff be on you. These Janusic melons, once again, I believe I screwed myself on these. I just waited so long to plant them. Because, well, you know what? I don't know where Dee Dee got those melons from. I don't know where she got those from. I'm wondering, because at one point in time, and they still may be, Baker Creek may be selling Janusic watermelons. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, if she got those from Baker Creek, that may answer that question. And it's like, so many of these melons, y'all, if you know anything about melon seeds, a lot of times they'll just go ahead and rot if they not gonna come up. A lot of these are not rotten though. Like, you will know if they're rotten. They get all mushy and nasty like. But most of these melons didn't do that. And I want to tell y'all that kiwi melon, I believe that people mismarked that as kiwano, the African horn melon. Now Essie grew them and she said it tastes like nothing, which tickled me. Now this look like it may be trying to germinate. I see some stuff opening up. See, this is some more of the lemon drop. So let me put all the lemon drop in the dirt, all the rest of them. How much y'all want to bet they may come up? Because I see several of them that will split open like they're about to germinate. I sold a bunch of these in here, and I still have a bunch. But yeah, my homegirl said the melon was so good. And she's hoping that I get some, you know, melons from this because of how good she said the melons taste. I hope so too. She sent enough seeds. Okay, so that's all the stuff that was in there. So I just have a random menagerie of seeds. And I'm gonna cover that up with dirt. And I'm just gonna watch that. I'm gonna water it in a minute and I'm just gonna watch it. That's all I can do. I can't do nothing else. I got a little bag with that paper where I'm gonna compost. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now is I had a bunch of this popcorn left down in this bucket. And it's probably, I don't know, 30, 40 seeds down in there. So what I'm gonna do with that is, and I believe that's where y'all gonna go, down in here with some water. I believe it's raining, y'all. That's why I'm looking like that. Anyway, I took, and if y'all wanted, these are mushroom containers. If you go to the store and buy mushrooms, honey, these containers make the best little seed starting trays. I mean, you've already bought your mushrooms, so why not recycle? Y'all, I'm not for buying all them trays and all this stuff. I keep trying to tell people. People look at me like I'm crazy because they say, how you get away with doing all of this stuff? Y'all see half my stuff be broke up. My little buckets and stuff. All this what they be doing in these magazines. Who got money for all that? And let me be completely and totally honest with y'all. So, like I tell y'all all the time, my granny was born in 1928. Okay, what happened in America in 1929? The Great Depression. So, my granny was born into, and her parents already weren't. They ain't have no money. They was black living in the segregated South. You know what I'm saying? My great-great-grandparents used to crop share. My granny has crop share. She crop shared cotton, like, growing up to make side money. Like, they had jobs and then they had side hustles. So, if y'all always wonder why I got 6 different side hustles, because I was taught very early on, never depend on one income. If you depend on one source of income and it's gone, you're going to be up under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm saying that to say, my granny was, her garden actually was prettier than mine because she liked flowers. She had about half and half. She had edibles and flowers. I'm very practical, and I get that from my father. And baby, them flowers, they be pretty, y'all, but I don't know. I be like, my fruit vegetables make flowers. The tomato flowers is so pretty to me. These goji berry flowers is so pretty to me. What else? What else make flowers? All this stuff they go to fruit make flowers. The fruit trees make flowers. But I get it though. I get it. I do have the roses in the front and the azaleas and the camellias. Ooh, and my gardenias. I'm in love with them gardenias. But I'm not against flowers. It's just my personality, my practicality. Child, if somebody want me, like for instance, that little rose, baby, let me tell you something. I almost cut that rose down when I moved here. I really did. I almost cut that sucker to the ground. Because my thoughts was, you know, you see people with roses and it's like, you got to do all this work. It's so much maintenance for what? Because I don't be outside looking at them roses like that anyway. In case y'all didn't know, the mosquitoes is like birds around here. In the summertime, you can't stand out. And maybe that's what it is. Do y'all stand out and look at y'all roses from the window? Well, how do y'all be looking at them? Because the mosquitoes be about to carry me away. I'm good on all that. But I'm saying all that to say, my granny, because she grew up in a depression and she grew up poor, and I mean literally poor, because I think my granny said growing up she had like 2 or 3 dresses and I think 1 or 2 pair of shoes. Like, real talk, like po. So and she did have brothers and stuff. I think it was 4 or 5 of them, but still po. Anyway, I just learned how to reuse stuff. It ain't about what you buying. It's about the gardening. Just like Missy Grando left me a comment when I was moving them leaves. She said, you getting all this moved and these people buying these gorilla carts. And don't get me wrong, I want a gorilla cart, but every time I look at the price, I'm like, ooh, that's almost $200. But you want to know how much I paid for that bed sheet? Free. Because when I moved, I got rid of my full-size bed and got a king-size bed. And them bed sheets, them flat sheets, I kept them sheets. I said, ooh, these make good frost cloths. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that mentality will get you sometimes, because sometimes you have way too much stuff. Like, I've been going through a purge. I've been getting rid of stuff left and right, been throwing stuff away. But I'm saying all that to say, if you ain't got all the money to be buying all this fancy stuff, do like I do. If you bought you some starts, don't throw them pots away. If you got a spot, kind of stash a few of them and reuse them. I reuse my little pots that I got. I haven't bought starts in years. Let me show you just how much I reuse so y'all can see how ragged. Y'all see this? I can't use that one. This one getting ready to start cracking. But you see, well, but you know what? You can use this. Have y'all been looking at Robbie where Robbie take that tool and she put the tool in first and then put the dirt on top, and when she get ready to transplant them, you ain't got to do all that turning up. You just grab that tool and lift that little start right out of there. Let me tell you something. Robbie another one. If y'all ain't watching Robbie, and I don't promote a lot of these bigger channels but real talk, Robbie channel ain't big in the scope of gardening. When you look at Callie Kim, Garden Answer, what's that other one? It's some more. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The men. It's some men. James Prigioni or whatever. And I'm not knocking their channels or whatever, but baby, move around. Because y'all getting to the point where y'all posting stuff. Y'all not even really giving no information. Y'all giving the same information over and over. You keep doing the same 6 videos over and over and over, showing this stuff. And I'm just like, really? And this is what YouTube is promoting. And YouTube, if you keep limiting the ads on my videos, I ain't cursed this video. Most videos I don't curse. Y'all just, YouTube, keep playing with my money, because y'all ain't paying me but $3 of a video anyway. But anyway, and it's really not $3, y'all. I think when I looked at my stuff the last 28 days, I made $10. Come on, YouTube. You don't have to limit my videos. I don't know what this algorithm is, but it's wrong. Whatever you talking about limiting, let me get off that. But anyway, Robbie will show you how to garden on a shoestring budget. Real talk. Now, is her stuff the most fabulous looking? No. But I know one thing. She go out there and eat out of her garden every day. I know that much. She go out there and eat out of her garden every doggone day. And she ain't about, she an older lady on a fixed income. Well, I assume fixed income. I know she act like she on a fixed income because they get most stuff off the street. Her and her husband, Gary, be getting stuff out the street. She be getting stuff out the street. They got me getting stuff out the street. Like, you don't need all that. Get you a roll of tool for $10, and that tool you can use it a million times. I don't know if y'all seen it where she getting a little 97 cents, just $1 at Walmart. The pencil boxes. Using that to start her seeds in. Like it's like a little mini greenhouse. That is ingenious. Because you can close that up, and all of them gnats and all that different stuff. If you got kids, you can put it up, they keep it away. Close it up, seal it, open it up. If your stuff germinated, it germinated. If it didn't. Throw the little paper towels and stuff. The same way I did the in the Ziploc bag, she was doing it in the pencil boxes. And then she had started some seeds in the pencil boxes. They make the perfect little greenhouse. Poke you a couple of holes, put your dirt down in there, start your seed. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to spend all this money like how you think. It is, you know. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing right quick, and then I'm gonna cut this video right here. I got a couple of other things, but I wanted to show y'all what I got from Dollar Tree, because I made mention of it in another video, if I'm not mistaken, and then I didn't show. Okay, so I'm not gonna bring the whole box. I'm just gonna bring one over. So I don't know if y'all know this or not, and this may be feasible for some, and it may be not be feasible for other people. So let me tell you my dilemma. My Dollar Tree, they have a tendency to, in the gardening center, they don't always have a decent selection. And I think it's because a lot of people in my area maybe just aren't gardening, or maybe they have it at the beginning and people just buying it up or whatever. If you go on DollarTree.com, you can have them send it to the store for free if you have a Dollar Tree local to you, and you can go pick it up. So you don't pay no shipping. You pay for the item plus applicable tax in your area, and then you go get it, and that's that. So what I had got me was, okay, so see the feet, see that? So I got some bigger pots in this greenhouse that instead of me picking up and moving and shuffling, I can put them on this and I can roll. So I could push it with my foot, or you know, or if I need to stoop down and push, but I could roll, and that would make it easy on me some of this bigger, heavier stuff. So, and that's what, let me tell you this about Dollar Tree, because I don't want nobody to say, well, you didn't tell me all. When you buy them, unfortunately, you can't just buy one or two. You do have to buy a case. A case of these in this case was It was either 24 or 36. It's usually multiples of 12. I bought a case of it probably was 24. They did come in 3 different colors. This color, green, and then you know the color of a clay pot. So that clay color, those are the 3 colors. I didn't care about the colors, but what I thought to myself is I don't necessarily need that many of them. But let's be real. They're plastic. They're going to be outside, out in the elements. Once they go through a few seasons of hot and cold, that plastic may get brittle on you. Sometimes you just can't tell. I'm going to use the things and see how my mileage go on them. But if they ever break, I have extras. It is what it is. Now, that was one thing that I got. This is the other thing. So y'all know those stackable containers? Well, these are the small ones. Now, they had the big ones at my local Dollar Tree, but they didn't have the small ones. Come out of there. This is playing with my emotions. Anyway, they didn't have the small ones. And I saw these small ones. Somebody went to Dollar Tree. I think it was Robbie. And she was at Dollar Tree showing. And when I saw the small ones, I said, oh. And these actually weren't $1 a piece. You got to get a case of these too now. But I think a case of these costs 25 or something like that. Because they're not $1. I want to say they're 75 cents a piece or something like that. But tell me this wouldn't be perfect for seed starting. Because here it ain't but 4 of them. But times 3, that's 12 little seed starts. And so you can have these little ones, and then when you get through with them at the end of the seed starting, or if you have little stuff that maybe don't need that much root space, like I'm gonna tell you something you could do with these. If you had Egyptian walking onions or scallions, put 1 in each, and then stack. I wouldn't put no more than 1 because onions do have a lot of roots on them, but they don't need a lot of space, you know, right in here. So 1 would be fine, and they would grow up, and you know, it'd be just fine. So and then, you know, you're only limited by your creativity. So, and these came, I think it's just this color. They may have had other colors, I don't know, but I didn't care about the color. So yeah, this was a way for me to maybe start seeds, put 1 seed in each, stack them, and they only take up that little small bit of real estate. If your stuff don't come out, dump your soil, stack them back down, reuse them, do whatever you got to do. Because sometimes everybody don't have 1,000,000 miles of space. Some people do and some people don't. Because in this greenhouse, now that I've gotten some things out of here, with some more still has to come out. My mulberries must come out of here, but I must find a place to plant them in the yard. So yeah, those things are a consideration. You don't always have 1,000,000 miles of space, and sometimes you don't have enough room for, remember those foil pan where I told you use that seed starting trays? Sometimes you don't have room enough. Those foil pans are decent size. You know, you may not have room. This is much smaller. You know what I'm saying? If I had to start my corn in that, you know, which, you know, there's 1,000,000 ways to do stuff. But I'm not going to keep y'all. I'm going to end this right here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.